Hello, my dear students. This is Mrs. Shaimaa Gharib and today's lesson about subtracting integers. Let's revise some rules before you watch any video. You have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. Look at these examples here. We have here many examples for subtraction operations. The first one, 6 minus 10. We said before, in subtraction, we count backward. So if we started with the 6 and then we count backward by 10, we are going to reach number -4. So let's start to do it together. If we started from number 6, and then we want to go backward and counting backward by 10. Before 6, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, and -4. And remember, we said before that the sign of the result follows the sign of the biggest digits, which means the answer here must be a negative number, which is -4. Okay, and we said also that the result could be the sum or the difference between the two digits. The second example, we have -6 minus 10, which means the starting number will be number -6. Then I want to count backward or going less by 10. So it means I'm going to reach a number -16. When you go down, after -6, you're going to have -7, -8, -10, and so on until you reach -16 after going backward by 10 steps. So in this case, we added the two numbers together, 6 and 10, 16, because both numbers have the same sign, which is minus or negative sign, right? Next example, I have -3 minus 14, so from -3, I'm going backward by 14, which means I'm going less, I'm going smaller, a number that is 14, smaller than -3, which is -17. And the last example, -13 minus 20, same concept, a number that is 20 smaller than -13, or we're going to count backward by 20 starting from -13. So we are going to reach number -33 because number 33 is 20 less than -13. Is this clear? Now, what if I'm subtracting a negative number? In this case, when I am subtracting a negative number, I can change both signs by using addition sign. So I will change both signs into addition sign. So the sentence will be here -2 plus 9 instead of -2 minus -9. So I'm going to change it into -2 plus 9. So when I have -2 plus 9, it means what is a number that is 9 more than the -2? It will be number 7. Okay? Or you can count on after -2 by 9, you are going to reach number 7. Second example, -5 minus -22. So we are going to do exactly the same. I'm going to change both signs by addition sign. So the sentence will be -5 plus 22. So a number that is 22 more than -5, which is number, what do you think? 17. Okay. Next example, I have 3 minus -20. I'm going to change the sign by addition sign. So I have now 3 plus 20, which is, of course, 23. 6 minus negative 3, I'm going to change it into plus. So it will be 6 plus 3, which is 9. Negative 3 minus negative 5, I'm going to change both of them into plus. So negative 3 plus 5, what is the number that is 5 more than negative 3? It will be negative 8. Negative 8 is more than negative 13 by 5, or it is 5 more than negative 13. Negative 11 minus negative 11, so I'm going to change them into plus sign. So negative 11 plus 11 equals 0. Is this clear? So when I have to subtract a negative number, so I can change both signs into an addition sign or a plus sign. Is this clear? Now, let's have some questions. Look at these examples, and I want you to try to do it on your own, then check your answers with the video. The first example, 4 minus negative 19, I'm going to change them into plus. So it is 4 plus 19, which is 23. The second example, 5 plus negative 20. What about adding negative numbers? We said it in the previous lesson. So we are going to change it into a subtraction sign, or it's the same as subtracting. So 5 minus 22 equals negative 17. Negative 3 plus negative 20, I'm going to change them into subtraction. So it means negative 3 minus 20. So I'm collecting the negative numbers together. So it will be negative 23. Negative 6 minus negative 3. So I'm going to change the two signs into addition. So negative 6 plus 3 equals 3 more than negative 6 equals negative 3. Negative 3 plus negative 15, I'm going to change both signs into subtraction sign. So negative 3 minus 15, so a number that is 15 less than the negative 3, which is negative 18. The last example here, negative 17 minus negative 4. So I'm going to change both of them into addition. So negative 17 plus 4 equals negative 13. Is this clear? Now let's try more examples. And please remember, when I have addition sign with a negative number, I change them into subtraction. And if I have subtraction sign with a negative number, I change it into addition sign. So now let's see the first example here. Negative 5 minus what? Minus 6 gives negative 9. So I will do these two numbers together first. Negative 5 minus 6, so it gives me negative 11. So negative 11 minus what gives this negative 9? So the negative 11 is smaller than the negative 9, which means I need to add. So in order to add, and I have here subtraction sign, it means I'm going to add a negative number. So what is the negative number here? The number will be missing here, must be a negative number, which is negative 2. So negative 11 minus negative 2 gives the negative 9. Let's check this. Check our answer, is it correct or not? Negative 11, I will change these together to be plus. So negative 11 plus 2 gives negative 9, of course. So my answer is correct. Okay. Let me erase this before I start the next example. In the next example, I have a missing number plus negative 12 minus negative 4. So first, I'm going to change these two signs into negative, and I'm going to change these two signs into plus. So what number minus 12 plus 4 gives 0? So first, let's start doing the minus 12 plus 4. I can consider it negative 12 plus 4. Negative 12 plus 4 gives, yes, negative 8. So what number minus 8 gives 0? It will be number 8, of course. Now let's go to the next example. Let's erase this. Negative 10 minus what number gives negative 22? So we can find what number, when you subtract it from the negative 10, it gives you negative 22. So how many steps you need to go backward to reach number negative 22? Of course, it is number 12. So negative 10 minus 12, which is the difference between the negative 22 and negative 10. The last example, what number minus negative 3 gives negative 15? We are going to change these two numbers into plus sign. So what number plus 3 will give you negative 15? So this number must be smaller than the negative 15 by 3. So what do you think? Which number? It will be number negative 18. Okay, is it clear now? This is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and see you soon.